At the time of recording this, salted hashes are basically the go-to method of saving passwords. But it's important to note that this is a cat and mouse game when it comes to security, and this might not be the most current information when you're consuming this course. It's important to try to stay as up to date as possible by reading developer news and understanding the current trends so that you don't implement things that are compromised. You should also keep in mind some key things while implemented salted hashes. Computing your hashes will be costly, and you might be tempted to cache your salts, but repeating salts gives the opportunity for someone to generate rainbow tables, so you should create a new salt every time, despite the computational cost. Keep your salts long. Again, you might want to cut some corners here and make your salt nice and tiny so that you have better performance, but it's not worth it in the end. And finally, don't trust anyone with things like security, including yourself. Don't invent your own crypto algorithm. Don't invent your own hashing functions. These are things that are very complicated, and unless you're really a security researcher or getting a PhD in this, probably something's going to go wrong. You should always review policies of third parties and ask hard questions when you're trying to use third-party systems, but this might be one of those things that you trust with some company that's basically doing this full-time with a full team of people supporting it. AWS offers a solution called Cognito, which basically takes all of the responsibility of user authentication and puts it into a service, and it's something that would be great for you to explore as you continue to build in the cloud. It also gives you some really cool features like IAM provisioning for signed-in users so that each user can directly access AWS resources without the need for some intermediate provisioning. It's complicated and a little bit advanced, but it's worth checking out. There are also other REST authentication systems that you can basically outsource your user auth to a third party to give you the type of security that you're looking for. We also didn't cover things like multi-factor auth or email verification or other types of authentication perks that might be required by your customers. There might be concepts like SAML or OpenID, which allow other types of authentication systems to interact with your system for single sign-on. And these are things that third-party platforms would probably give to you for free or as part of the service. Once again, you might mess that up, and any part of the system that's messed up could potentially be a vulnerability. So take great care while designing your authentication systems.